Hi, this is Ushio, and this is Brave Paradise. This is a new in development visual novel. Let's take a look and see what the story is going to be about. Okay, it's an option. Okay, let's drift. Stirring. Activated. Conditions. Met. Awaken, rouse or slumber? I don't know, slumber. Game over! Alright, let's start again. Let's try this again. This time we should wake up. There we go. Awoken. Reunion. Loud? Company or machines? Company, I guess. Crowd. Strange. Test. Observe. Fading. Drifting. Come on people, let's move it. They should be arriving any moment now. Everyone make sure you're in position. The sounds of shifting sands begin to subside as feet hastily find their destination. Stillness washes over the beach with the incoming tide, crashing gently onto the soft sands. Make sure the cameras are rolling, the audio is balanced and the sensory receptacles are online. We're going for one take and we're hitting the ground running. A wave of tension washes over the peaceful serenity, filling the air with a deep sensation of anticipation. The sunlight harshly reflects off the shore, making it difficult to gaze out toward the deep cerulean shoreline. Not a moment later, the light starts to rend as a deep blue mist starts to form where the tide meets the sand. It swells with increased intensity as an opaque, mirror-like oval begins to take shape. The faint sounds of crackling and snapping break through the silence as every eye on the beach stares deep into the vortex. Anxious feelings linger over as the portal continues to spin. Bated breath waited for a moment of release. Their patience is quickly rewarded as the shape of the figure forms in reflection, ripping through the surface with a great intensity. You burst from the rift, falling backwards onto the sand like a rag doll being tossed aside. Your body leaves a short streak in the sand as you skid across the beach, stopping just a few feet before crashing into a pair of black boots. Whoa, you okay there, adventurer? Had it not been for the sand, you would have found yourself in a great deal of pain. The transition from the hard floor to the soft sensation of the soft sand quickly brings you to your senses. As you begin to open your eyes, the bright rays of an afternoon sun above is blocked by a looming figure. Hello? Right above my chest stood a bright pink axolotl with a smile that spread from cheek to cheek. His eyes mirrored every shade of blue, brown and green, blending together like the ocean itself. His shadow protects you from his bright flashy outfit that reflects the sunlight off his back. I hate to tell you, but I don't know if we can do that shot a second time. A light throbbing pain on your side starts to flare up as you regain focus on what just happened. Oh? If it makes you feel any better, it was a really good shot. Prime stuff. You didn't hurt yourself there, did you? Your arm instinctively grabs your side to cover the small bruise forming under your shirt. No, I'm good. Just give me a sec. You take a few quick deep breaths and try to vent out the pain through your clenched teeth. Okay, grab my hand. Emilio? Yeah, that's me. Vladimir, welcome to Amalia Island, Emilio. You reach your hand out to meet a tight grip, quickly pulling you to your feet. Thanks, I'm busted up though. That was quite a fall there. What happened? He gives you a quick wink and a big smile, despite the quip at your recent misfortune. I just tripped. It's no big. You quickly stop yourself from explaining that you walked right into the corner of the assistant's counter and fell backwards into the rift. You almost somersaulted into me. Are you sure you just tripped? He leaned the mic toward you, suspecting there was more to the story. That's all that happened really. Are you sure I just can't redo that? We don't have the right equipment to make portals here. The staff arrived here by boat. We would have had to take the boat back out to the nearest portal port. So, can we do that again? This is reality TV, Emilio. Tripping was your reality. You're going to be faced with many difficult challenges and decisions very shortly that you won't be able to redo. Tripping may be the least of your worries while you're here. You'll need to watch your every move and tread carefully through this wild terrain. It's becoming painfully clear to you that he wants you to keep the shot. You've heard enough speeches beating around the bush to know one when you see one. This is TV now. The next 2 weeks, despite how important they are for you, is a product for mass entertainment. Okay, you're right. I just gotta be careful. You tighten your lips and do your best to form a smile. There we go, champ. The ability to move past one's pride and accept yourself for your faults is the trait of a hero. There's more to heroics than a couple of years of working customer service has taught you that sometimes you just have to nod and smile to get through the difficult challenges and decisions in your day. It's the worst feeling, a familiar, unavoidable distaste for anything and everyone brewing within you. Although it's hard to take your eyes off the flashy axolotl, his speech quickly loses your interest. You start to look around your new home for the next 2 weeks. It truly was a paradise as described on the advertisement. Your mind starts to wander as you take in the sound of waves crashing on a beach, the salty smell, and a breeze as cool as the other side of your pillow. There was manna in the air, and you could feel it flowing through you like a stream of calming energy. It had been a long time since you felt manna this pure. Manna in the city is fairly polluted. Just meters away was a lush beach filled with a crowd of workers holding a variety of different equipment. Just beyond the cameras, audio devices and sensory replicators was a vibrant green forest forming the grand centre of the island. The axolotl continues to smile as he turns his head in the same direction as yours. Beautiful, isn't it? Incredibly, never got to travel very far from home, so something like this. You'll be able to explore it soon enough, but the other contestants are also arriving. Would you mind standing right about here? You manage to tear yourself away from the magnificent scenery as a familiar snapping and crackling begins to reverberate behind you. He draws a short line in the sand, which you briskly walk toward while fixed on the sound of the portal forming. Every ounce of pain subsides at the thought of your first rival appearing. It's time to size up the competition and see what you're up against. So this is basically like a reality TV show, kind of like Love Island, I suppose. You turn to find yourself looking into your own reflection in the deep blue mirror as a figure starts to appear. As much as you try to focus your eyes on the centre of the portal, nothing shows up. It somehow makes you even more nervous. You barely notice the sound of tiny footsteps hitting the beach just before a small grey chinchilla pops out. It's almost comical as the grinning chinchilla makes his way to you both from the overly sized rift. What? The axolotl steps out to greet the chinchilla, his knees bending completely to get on eye level with the round dust ball. Hail adventurer, welcome to Amelia Island. Is it Ken? Oh yeah, thanks. The nervous chinchilla looks around with the same awe you shared moments ago, and you can visibly see the excitement flaring up in his chest. After being given the same directions, the excited dustball scurries over next to you. Meanwhile, Vladimir walks back over to his camera crew. You've been thinking about what kinds of people you'd be up against for the past month, but this was far from what you'd imagined. The difference between you is amazing. You look down to compare again as you meet glances. He whispers softly, Hey, I'm Ken. I've never done something like this before, have you? Oh no, can't say I have. Me neither. Excited? Kinda. I think I'm more nervous than anything. Yeah, me too, but I can't help but get really pumped. He looks at you with a fierce determination burning in his eyes. May the best man win. Seeing Ken, who only reaches your knees, with such confident grin, gives you a wave of relief. You smile back, but you can't help but wonder how he plans on winning the contest, no matter what it may be. Yeah, let's do our best. Despite hoping for a miracle that you're the only two contestants, the third portal begins to open up with a crackle. A surge of tension returns as all your curiosity and anxiety comes flooding back. This time, a large shadowy figure begins to surface, almost bigger than the portal itself. Oh, he's huge. Emerging from the portal is a large canine with 3 sharp teeth dangling in front of his sizable chest. Yeah, the chest. He's a full head taller than you, maybe more, and fairly well built, despite a softer looking appearance. While you were told to wear your best summer attire, he seems to only be wearing his bathing suit and a pair of flip-flops. The words, "May the best man win," suddenly echo in your mind as you nudge the equally shocked rodent beside you. Oh god. Oh god. Before you stood an absolute titan, posing in a superhero-like manner. You could tell he was on another level of confidence and physical superiority. The large dog lifts his head, fills his lungs with a salty breeze before walking over to the normally sized axolotl. Hail adventurer, welcome to Amelia Island. It's Bryce. You got it. Thanks for letting me in. I'm really looking forward to it. Bryce pats his hand on Vladimir's shoulder and scans the beach. Vladimir taps Bryce's hand on his shoulder, points in your direction, and asks him to wait for the others to arrive as well. The beast shields his eyes from the sun to see your duo as the flashy pink usher steps away. Bryce jogs his way to your side, his fluffy fur brushing against your shirt as he approaches your left flank. You can't help but feel your heart race as the giant shades you from the sun's rays. You expect you might be competing with some strong people, but this... It's one thing to imagine it, and another to be besides it. It was the complete opposite of Ken. Despite being only several yards from the ocean, the smell of salt water increases almost tenfold in strength. Once again, as you go to look up to compare your sizes, you catch glances with the squinted eyes of the large mutt. Hey, you could crush me. You quickly grab your thighs as tightly as you can through your pants pockets in reaction to your Freudian slip. But your grip slightly unhinges as you hear Bryce start to quietly chuckle. Hey, suppose I could. He gives you a quick wink and pats you on the back with a soft slap. Back goes the death grip. Too nervous to continue the conversation, you turn toward Ken and find him similarly biting his lip and profusely sweating bullets. What the hell? Dude, we are so screwed. You think you're screwed? All he has to do is step on me and I'm dead. You think my lanky ass arms are going to stop him from throwing me into the ocean? Your arms are almost as tall as my whole body. He could throw me into the ocean from the other side of the island. I mean, even I could probably punt you about halfway. I mean, yeah, you could. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. Okay, well, look who's Mr. Tough Guy now. That's it. That's right. I'll kick anyone's ass who stands in my way. That's it. We're kind of getting to learn to know the dynamics of these characters. They're getting on a bit. You both can't help but laugh a little bit, in pity of yourselves. You'll both be fine. Great people come in all shapes and fun sizes. The whiplash from spinning your head nearly throws you forward. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? Don't count yourselves out just yet. Let's have some fun while we're here. As intimidated as you are, his kind tone and relaxed demeanour help put you at ease. Even more so Ken, who now has a wide grin on his face. A familiar cracking and snapping catches the attention of your small trio as the fourth arrival materialises. Your eyes begin to fixate on the murky depths when suddenly a large green arm rips through and grabs the edge of the portal. Another thick green arm bursts through, grabbing the other edge of the portal, holding tightly to the rim. With both hands visibly straining, you start to see a large mass pushing slowly against the edges. Finally, the behemoth takes shape as a massive crocodile emerges from the portal, his sides straining against the smaller opening. Big dude, alright, he finally managed to push himself all the way through the portal with a loud popping sound. Your hand flies to your mouth, trying to stifle a laugh from the pop. However, that clearly is failing to mask your insensitive gesture, if not making it worse. I mean, I didn't know portals could make that kind of sound, you know? But you're quick to stop yourself as the tough gator stares directly at you. Just for a brief moment, time seems to stop. But in that moment, you quickly evaluate the appearance of your new competitor, from the crocs on his feet to the crest of his furrowed brows. You reach a swift, decisive conclusion based on your thorough analytical review. He's so round. What a good chonkadile. Several wholesome internet memes race through your head as your appreciation for the gator grows with every second. While you respect his space and wouldn't dare ask, you have a strong, burning desire to hug the guy. Hail, adventurer. Welcome to Amalia Island. Is it Rex? Yeah. Everything okay? It's hot. After shaking his greeter's hand, the gigantic reptile quietly makes his way next to Bryce, who is just barely taller, but not by much. Why are these guys so huge? Alright, it might have been the humidity of the beach, but Rex's heavy breathing and glistening sweaty scales made him far more intimidating than Bryce. You look back down at Ken, who is sweating even more fiercely than before. You're gonna kick everyone's ass, right? Yeah, starting with yours. Oh, don't worry about me, I've already given up. That makes me next, right? I mean, let's save the biggest for last. I need to work my way up the ladder. Does that mean I'm next? No. Well, who's next on your murderous rage? You again, just to be sure. You and Bryce quietly boo him in unison, while Rex looks at you both with bewilderment. I know you guys are having fun, but please try and keep it down so we can get good shots of everyone arriving. Your party hushes as the next rift opens up on the sandy shores. To everyone's surprise, a light blue mist starts pouring out of the rift, along with some flashes of light. Emerging from the portal, you can hear a muffled voice saying, "Cool, thanks Dad, I love you lots." Okay, a pair of bright blue legs with some classy looking basketball shoes step out of the portal, carrying a thick blue tiger with dark blue stripes. He's got a star dyed onto his chest fur that's been purposefully shown off by his completely open shirt. The tiger steps out of the rift and strikes a grand pose involving his right arm shooting toward the sky and his left arm striking toward the ground. You hear some techno music playing from the rift as it all starts to fade and muddle into the quiet sounds of the shifting tides. Hey adventurer, welcome to Amalia Island. You must be Aaron. That's right, I'm here to win the money, and the ears of all the viewers at home. Their ears? They reach out to give each other a handshake, and you can hear a loud slap as their palms meet. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Chief. Seeing the two of them next to each other, they're both equally striking and gaudy. Aaron makes his way next to Rex and turns toward your group with a big toothy grin. I decided who's next. Okay, you poorly hold on to your laughter as the toothy grin turns to looks of confusion. It's nice that some of these guys, they seem to have hit it off. They're quite good friends immediately. Okay, what's next? Ken says he's going to kick your ass and throw you into the ocean. Ken swiftly kicks you in the leg, which honestly feels like being hit by a hard marshmallow. Oh, cool, right back at you. Oh good, with Ken out of the way, I don't feel like giving up anymore. Yeah, that's the weight off my chest too. Aaron gives you both finger guns and turns his gaze back into the sea as Ken quietly grumbles to himself. Despite his stature of being the centre of our jokes, he retains his look of confidence. But I like all of the enthusiasm. This is turning out to be a fun little group. Should be a fun competition. Speaking of which, does anyone know what exactly we're going to be doing here? The details are kind of vague, you know. You start to go over the details of the advertisement you saw online off the Knight's Inventory, a popular website for selling goods, services, and positions for hire. Tired of your boring daily life and need an escape? Want to be a part of an exciting new competition on Manaflix? How about a 2-week adventure on a beautiful tropical island? Better yet, what about the chance of winning $100,000? Think you have what it takes to be a hero, adventurer? We're casting for a brand new show, Brave Paradise, and we want you to be a part of it. All applicants must meet the eligibility requirements in order to be considered. Click the link below to see if you qualify for this incredible opportunity. Aaron claps at your impeccable memory, one of the few good qualities you're actually proud of. To be perfectly honest, I read through the same paragraph time and again, so it's no surprise I actually have it memorised. Hours upon hours were spent in your room looking for any other details about the listing. But alas, your searches always ended up without progressing any further. Nothing was to be found until a few days ago when you received a letter of acceptance. Not once did it actually say what we're actually supposed to do. Maybe we're part of a private Summer Olympics? Well, I hope not. I'm hoping it's something mana manipulation related. Why else send us somewhere so saturated? If it is I'm leaving, I'm not even going to chance it. You're not a fan of casting? No. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. We're the strength guys. Rex grumbles, but he knows that Bryce is right about the enormous duo. If we're competing on strength or sport alone, we're screwed. But I don't happen to be that bad at spell slinging, and I could venture a guess that Ken is too. So it's interesting, we seem to be in some kind of world that has magic in the air. As for Aaron, I'm not sure what to make of him just yet, but the defined sculpting of his exposed torso tells me that he's a strength type as well. While lost in thought, you hardly noticed a new portal swirling ahead like a stew of dimensional energy. This time, another smaller figure pops out, just about the size of Ken, but by contrast they have completely different appearances. Compared to Ken's conservative appearance, the mole has no shirt, no shoes, and carries a large band of wild berries around his neck. His arms only grow in girth, leading up to the spectacular set of claws that extend out of his palms like scissors. The small, brown creature waddles out toward Vladimir, who once again bends down to greet him. Hey, hiya, you wouldn't happen to have some water, would ya? Not at the moment, but we can... Oh, okay, I'm Berry. I really like how pink you are. You're like a peach in the sunset. Thanks. Welcome. To Amelia Island? Oh, yeah, thanks. Vladimir turns toward the other staff members filming, and one person without any equipment besides a pair of headphones makes his way into a tent. Vladimir approaches your group to make a very deep line in the sand between Aaron and Rex. Following this action, Vladimir offers him some water as long as he stays in your lineup. Okay. As he comes closer, you get a waft of earthy smell coming from his dirt-encrusted claws. The sweet smell of berries around his neck hide a deep mask that suggests hygiene is probably not a big concern nor priority. Wow, I'm parched. How are you fellas? Hi Parched, I'm Aaron. I'm doing great. Oh, I'm not parched. I'm Berry. Oh, okay. How you doing, Berry? Parched, like I said. Aaron looks at the rest of the cast with a blank expression, while the headphone-wearing staff member brings Berry a stain of water. Ken. Emilio. Don't hurt him, Ken. I didn't say anything. You didn't have to. You're such a bully. Barry quickly finishes his drink and passes it back to the staff member. They cautiously grab the stain, being careful not to touch the same places on the mug. Ken's a bully? Oh yeah, he's gonna beat up everyone here. But he's so small. We're the same size, dude. And I got claws, son. Yeah, you better be careful with those. You could pierce someone's skin. More than could. I'm a stabbing machine. No one wanted to stand next to Barry anymore. Oh, so what did everyone bring? Our object of choice? The staff should have it, right? We mailed it in for inspection. I got goggles. I can't see without them, so they said I could just bring it. So he's like a mole, I guess. I'm surprised I was allowed to wear my glasses without it being the object of choice. Mine can see in the dark. I swear, I thought you were gonna say your berry necklace. Why? You know, berry with his berries. It's memorable. I wouldn't waste my object on a snack. But that is why you wear them, right? Well, yeah, kinda. What about Mr. Big Green and Mean? What? I got a photograph. Oh, it's kinda sweet. Is it someone important? Yes, sort of. Some cliches you just can't beat. There's a bit of a pause as we all try to figure out what he means. I'm Emilio. I brought a pocket floral guide. I thought it could be cool to explore the island if we have time. That's cool. Let me know if you find anything. Hell, maybe we can walk around together. Sure if we got time, but who knows if we will. True. Anyone else want to share? I brought my trusty fishing pole. It hasn't failed me for a whole year. They tend to snap pretty quick. Yeah, mine's a secret for now. I'll show you guys when it finishes inspection. Oh shit, I better keep my secret too then. It's better to show it off rather than talk about it anyway. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. Quiet, the next person's showing up. How many are there? Sure enough, the next portal has started to open. We quietened down as Vladimir focused his attention on the rift, making sure it was forming appropriately. This time, a purple bison with a similar body type to Aaron started to surface. A loud snap causes him to jump back a little bit and exit with a quicker pace. His drooping eyelid and frown suggested that he might be the most nervous one here, despite appearing among the most capable for any kind of competition. Vladimir strides out to greet him and confidently extends his arm out for a handshake. However, Vladimir is only met with a softer, less enthusiastic grip. Hey adventurer, welcome to Media Island, Hector. Thanks. Did you have a bad trip? You don't look very pleased. You're here now. You should be happy. The bison cracks a nervous smile, but you get the impression that he's putting up a great deal of effort into forcing it. You flash him a smile, but he doesn't seem to notice. The bison takes his place next to Aaron. The addition of the large bison only seems to make Barry and Ken shrink in size. Compared to when everyone arrived, there's a quiet lull in conversation before Barry speaks up first. What did you bring? What? Your one item. What did you bring? Oh, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Until tonight? No, I'd just rather not share it. Barry makes an audible sigh of frustration and taps his foot on the ground repeatedly, as if he was stamping out his temper like a small flame. It's okay, a couple of us didn't want to share either. No, everyone needs to spill the beans. I'm going to spill them myself. I don't think that's how expression works. Hector rubs the back of his neck with unease as he looks around toward the working staff, lined with the recording devices. It's kind of hard to tell what he's thinking, but if I were to venture a guess, he looks like a potion half-empty kind of guy. Not that I could honestly say I'm much better. Other than the sound of the tiny claws tapping in scattered sand, a heavy silence covers the beach. No one is really sure what to say or what's to be said, but one question is still lingering in your mind from earlier. Hector, right, do you have any idea of what we're doing on the competition? There's a look of surprise as Hector notices everyone turn toward him, expectantly. He clears his throat and speaks up. No one said anything? No. Did you hear anything? Oh, no. No worries. I'm sure they'll explain it all soon. So why did you sign up? Money. To be perfectly blunt, I think that's why we're all here. It would be nice to have some financial security for once, you know. Sure, there was a little more than the money for me, but I didn't really get the point of him asking. If you're not here for the money, then why are you here? Why did you sign up? Same as everyone, I suppose. I need the money. Almost as if it's perfectly timed to prevent another awkward silence, the last portal begins to open up. Another figure with a similar build like yours starts to appear through the ripples, but with some features that made him appear slightly taller. From the mist, a deer appears with his arms crossed and a printed button-down covering his white t-shirt, hanging above his tight blue jeans. You can easily imagine him listening to lo-fi hip-hop, only eating organic vegan dishes, and spending most of his time at a cafe with his own specially brewed herbal tea. He looks around very quickly and calmly walks up to Vladimir with an inquisitive smile on his face. "Hey, adventurer. Welcome to Amalia Island, Dorian." "Thanks, I'm excited to be here. I hope you take good care of me." "Of course, it's a pleasure to have you. And now that everyone's here, will you join our line-up so I can explain what we've got in store for you all?" "Absolutely. There's everyone here." Dorian walks briskly to his place next to Hector, taking in the scenery as much as he can before settling on the spot. "Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. I'm sure you've all been wondering what on Del Terra you're doing here, a remote island in the middle of nowhere. All of your questions will be answered momentarily, but let me start off with a few words. Being controlled by a close-by staff member, a large floating camera aligns itself with Vladimir as he turns toward the camera and begins slowly walking. A long time ago, back when technology was limited, we struggled to make our place on this planet. Wild monsters roamed the land, dragons hoarded gold in their lairs, and evil wizards tried to take over the world. Brave travellers made their coin by completing dangerous missions to make the world a better place. Today, you might go to the zoo to see some domestic monsters. You might find dragons in your shopping mall buying your old gold rings. And if you're truly unlucky, your boss could be an evil wizard trying to take over the stock market. Now that we enjoy the comfort of modern technology and civilization, it's easy to forget our roots. Hi, I'm Vladimir, your host and your island master. The camera starts panning out so that our lineup joins the shot. Today I challenged 8 brave individuals to take on the role of adventurers of the past and bring peace back to Amalia Island. Our contestants will have 2 weeks to take on a robust selection of quests to earn as many glory medals as they can. The player who earns the most glory medals will win a whopping $100,000. Welcome to Brave Paradise. Okay, so we have made it through part 1. We've met our core cast and we've got an idea of what this game's going to be about. So I think that's a good place to leave this video. So we'll carry on in the next episode. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I'll see you next time.